gamers, gals, non-binary pals. It's your favorite VTuber hater, and I'm here to tell you it's not that hard to be a full-time content creator, and all it will take is all of your time and money. All right, so if you guys didn't know, there was like that whole little like VTuber shorts thing about like, oh, posting shorts is good, no, posting shorts is bad. It's whatever. Obviously, everybody had like their 2 cents to say, me of course included, because of course I'm egotistical and must be in the center of all my drama. And Chibidoki came out with this little post, and Chibidoki mentions how, for the most part, she actually does her own content. The fact that she's editing 3 a day is actually pretty significant. I don't know if she has her own clippers. I believe she has timestampers and clippers, but I don't think she has like real full-time editors. And again, she mentioned at the end, like, all this is what works for me. Content is weird, so what works for you can be completely different. Try different methods of advice and see what you like. Please feel free to ask me questions, blah, 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 blah. So outside of like this generally like pretty good stuff that's like upload 3 a day and make an Instagram. Like, yeah, obviously you should be posting on other platforms, but 3 a day is a fucking lot. I know editors like in real life who can't even do more than like 1 or 2 a day, just because like it takes like a good amount of like solid time to do. And again, not everyone is like a full-time editor like me, and even some of the people Dulog's hired, they only work like part-time. Anyways, we have many a Floyan saying only 2 shorts a day. I make 2 a week and I feel like I barely have any time. Please don't misunderstand. I'm glad people are giving advice and it's nice while what is this detailed, but how do you keep up? You guys have Sims in your basements making shorts. Here's the answer that nobody likes to hear. If you are a full-time creator, you have to do it. You don't get a choice. If you put all your eggs in one basket and say like, I'm gonna be a full-time creator, this is what I'm gonna do, and you're like, I can't do this, bro, suck it up. You just have to get over it. There's this concept where the #1 limiter on your own, like if you want to be popular or you want to be super giga famous or on YouTube or Twitter or Twitch or whatever, effectively all of the limits are gonna be on you. Like if you're a small creator especially, or you don't have access to $1 billion in financial resources, or like you're not working with a corpo, you're effectively gonna have to do everything on your own. And I know it sucks, and I know it's gonna be hard, and I know it's gonna take your whole day, and I know it's not gonna be fun. It just has to be you. You don't get a choice. I built my YouTube channel by like sitting in a fucking UC Santa Barbara dorm room at like 80 to 90 degrees every single fucking day for like a year. And it is just so boring, tedious, and just annoying. It's not necessarily like it's like difficult. Like it's not like a scale of difficulty thing. Like it's not like trying to learn a martial art or you're trying to like, you know, get like jacked or whatever. Like it's not like difficult in the sense of like this is a thing that's like physically or mentally hard to do. It's difficult in the sense where it's just a lot of tedious, annoying ass busy work. Like Dulog's has a guide. He mentions like in his like little document that it is actually pretty easy to learn how to edit. Like all editing really is just find a good clip, have a little bit of creativity in regards to like what you do for inserts, and then you just do it. You just put it out. It's not hard to make high quality clips, or at least decent quality ones. Now obviously there are a lot of people who post like shit ass clips. Like you guys know what those clips look like. Like, you know, where it's just like here, it's just like it's cut off, and then there's the person, and then there's like the sword, and then there's like, you know, the gameplay, and then it's just like 0 perspective change, and like just the auto-generated captions. Like it's just like this is what I would consider like a low quality short. You should not aspire for this. You should aspire for decent quality shorts where at least there's something interesting to look at, instead of something that looks like generated by Grok or came out of a podcast. I actually commented on this because I love inserting myself into being the center of attention. If content creation is your full-time job, you will find a way to make it work. If you want a general idea on how long it takes overall, if you want to timestamp your own stuff, if you're not good at it, or you have like difficulty watching your own stuff, or you have like difficulty watching like long things all at once, if you have like a 2-hour VOD, multiply that by like 1.25 or like 1.75, and that will give you your estimated amount of time that it's going to take for you to do a VOD. So if you're like 4 hours, it's going to take you 5 to 6 hours if you're new at it. But if you're like way more familiar with the content and you know like what to look for, think of like cutting out intros, cutting out breaks. That could like sort of just save you a lot of time because it's just a lot of busy shit that you don't really have to watch. You could even get it like down to like 0.8 to like 1.2x based on like how much footage there is, how many like important stuff there is. It really does depend on how deliberate you are with purposely setting up your stream to generate a lot of clippable moments. And if you're good at that, obviously you're going to have a lot more clips, but it's going to take more time. Shorts. If you're new at shorts, but you're like kind of chugging along, it'll maybe take you like 1 to 3 hours. But if you're like obviously like really good with it, or you're starting to get like way more of a feel in regards to like what you want your shorts to be, what sort of like edits, you like already have like all the assets pre-downloaded, it can save you a lot of time. Go like on Twitter and search like editing pack. You can just like find something like this. Like this one's like really, really good. The one by like X Sandy. Anyways, this is kind of just a conceptual number. But if you really, really, really want to make it work, again, think of like, because you're working from home and you have like effectively say 16 hours of computer time, you can effectively do this every day. If you stream every single day, like you go live for 4 hours a day, you clip that VOD, maybe that takes another 4 to 6 hours, and then you spend 2 to 3 hours editing shorts. Like, let's say you want to do like 1 short a day. Maybe that's going to take you like 2 hours. That's 12 hours of work, because it'd be like a 4-hour thing plus a 6-hour comb through, and then you have to maybe spend like 1 hour editing whatever. Like, it's not impossible to do. It is annoying as fuck. Like, it's 12 hours of work to make 1 short, but it is possible. And again, the number one limiter is not going to be like, oh, it's my viewership, or like, oh, it's my whatever, or oh, it's like whatever. It's effectively going to be your hardware and you. It's just you against the world. Maybe there will be people in your community that can help you out. Think of like how even like smaller streamers, they will have like super fans that will help you out and like help clip good moments from your stream. That can save you a lot of time, because again, you don't have to like comb through it all. If you're able to like, I don't know, help the super fans out by like being like, okay, sure, like I'll give you some like custom merch, or like, you know, we could hang out in like Discord more often or something like that. Are you feeding into the parasocial relationships, and is this something that is wildly concerning regarding the Twitch and YouTuber audience? Yes, but don't worry about it. We're talking about the pure infinite train that is capitalism. We're not worried about morals or ethics at the moment, but you kind of get what I mean, where if you already have superfans or already people that are clipping your work externally, then you can save yourself a lot of time. You can, you know, use some amount of financial resources in order to help move your content along. And knowing where to invest that is very, very important. And in my opinion, the best areas to plug that financial resource into is mainly just the extremely annoying busy work that can be done for cheap, aka timestamping. That is the best thing. You want the high cost stuff, the high cost fast stuff in a relative scale, to be done yourself, because that's where you can save the most money. And stuff like timestamping or that sort of stuff, or clipping, something that can be done for relatively cheap, and you can get a lot more value out of than, you know, paying someone maybe the cost it takes to timestamp like 1 whole VOD, the amount of time it takes to like, you know, the amount to make 1 short. But again, it will always be based on what you need and what your time preferences are, because obviously if your big bottleneck is that you just cannot edit no matter what, then yeah, obviously you should be hiring an editor. But again, that's a conversation that you are to have with yourself, your management, and your bank account. Anyways, thank you for watching. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on the infinite march of capitalism and slave clippers, I guess. But overall, don't give up hope. Anyone can make content. Anyone can cook.